from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Turner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Love now. He's got Turner. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 104 yards. From the 36, Love. Open man here is Gentry.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. First down, Love to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And running with power here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Fields on first down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. The numbers for Mooney in last week's ball game. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice.
On first down, it's Fields.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Back to throw, Fields.
Being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Fields throwing again.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he'll give it here to his running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backfill.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start right here in Florida, just to the west of us, as it's a battle for Florida between Miami and Tampa Bay. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Curtis Samuel up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And this will be caught by Mooney. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
That's complete to Mooney.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for second down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Right back to him on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now what? If they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive. Of the second half.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
Here's Love.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And that'll set them back 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 15. A minute 51 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Love now to pass on first down. That's complete to Turner. On 1st and 10, Love. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw now. Here's Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Going back to Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
The extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.